All right, good morning, everyone. July 20th, 7:22 a.m. I took a slight break. We're getting ready for Gen Con with our costumes, but I did at least upload the data. I did miss one day, but at least the data's there. The 40-mile radius it's just getting interesting to watch. You can see the Thursday, Friday, Saturday they load up, and then the weekend hits, and then you load up, and the weekend hits. So it's kind of cool to see that. I can't wait to see what happens after about a year or two. Section 1 is still going up, which is good. Section 2 up. Section 6, which is inside the loop 48. I did download the, how to explain this, the rest of my map. I went ahead and started working on. I can't even think. The only thing I can think of is Jaws. Is I think I need a bigger boat, so I'm working. I'll keep these three going until I figure out how to handle the amount of data. I just committed myself to. I'm going to figure it out, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be painful, actually. All right. Today's lesson is brought to you by Blender, blender.org. Please go check it out. There's a lot of interesting things. Oh well. Do whatever they can to load up money so they can push to get to Blender 2.8. They've stopped advertising. That must be in the development must be gearing up, which is good. It is very good. But 2.79b looks like I'm gonna update mine. I'm happy about that. Blender. I want you guys, for those who've been tagging along, you know that. All right, let's see if I wanted to do give me a new scene. If you ever want to do something just simple, you just make a new scene. So let's say I wanted to add cubes or something. I learned this trick from my son. Ignore this stuff up here. This is for something completely different. Yeah. Modifiers, add modifier, and subdivide surface. So you increase the render level, the view level. Sorry, the view level. Yeah. It looks like it's, it looks like it might go into a sphere, right? But that just means it's still a cube, right? And that's the fun part about this. You move the cube, change the shape, so it's a lot. It's a lot of fun to mess with. You should try it out. But now let's say I wanted to do that, and I wanted to do 50 cubes. I could do shift. After I made one, I can shift duplicate, right? And then shift duplicate and shift duplicate and move them around and move them around, move them around. You might need to do something like that where you need a lot of cubes or a lot of objects out there. Now that sounds tiring. Like, oh, what am I going to do? This is why I'm trying to make myself learn scripting. So here's this empty screen, right? Yeah. Nothing going on. This looks like random crazy stuff, but basically a keyword right here is cube, add, subsurface, level 2 of it, and then apply. So basically I'm going to type in, click, do this, but I'm going to do that for 50 cubes. So I just run the script. Then, dun, dun, there you go. All ready to go. And why would I want to do something like that? Well, when you get into sculpting, things of that nature. See that? Lots of fun you can do. So, support Blender. Now, for the fun part. Why am I bringing all these things up? I want the homeschoolers. Homeschoolers don't want you to think about this. Actually, even public schools. I'm sure they're aware of it, but all the stuff that you're seeing us do or I'm showing, it may, if you think it looks fancy, trust me, this is nothing, and how we learned all of it, that's the part that I want you to be excited about, is we taught ourselves this through the YouTube. We just typed in, Blender YouTube tutorial, and then typed in whatever we wanted. We always did the same, Blender YouTube tutorial. Bam, there we go. There's a great thing out there called Tutor for You. It's almost like being in a classroom where he'll go at a certain pace where you can actually have your Blender up and running while he's saying it. And once you get familiar with where everything is, and he'll basically, it's like a pilot being talked down. He's just gonna talk you through the process, and you'll learn a lot of quick techniques. So it's a lot quicker. But there was I found this a long time ago when I was just discovering Blender. Believe it or not. Dun, dun, dun. Unfortunately, you guys can't hear the sound. It's charming. I don't think you can. Yes, I'm steering that. Let's just jump around as fast as I can here. But this was from a YouTube tutorial on how to use Blender to create a game. So it may not seem like a fancy game. It's not supposed to be. But it's about steering, contact, positioning, changing elevations, which is the jump. Very, 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 very useful. And then you can, start over where you get your options. So this gives you how to get into it, how to steer, what happens when you hit something, how to tell when you hit something, what to do when you hit something, how to keep count of those things. So, and then what sounds to play. I mean, there's a lot that goes into such a simple looking game. And if you want to challenge kids, wherever it is, download Blender 2.79 and then go over here to the game logic. Yeah, so now I already installed everything. So if I wanted to, I go, okay, I got this one right here. I can find the name of it, cube number 5, add the sensor, keyboard, let's give it a movement, motion. Let's see, Y goes up, so we'll give it a positive 1.1, and we'll make sure it does the W. Yeah, let's try this out. Oh, I forgot how to do that. Oh. Let's play No Wonder. Oh, No Wonder, duh. That would probably help. And there it is. I don't have my light set in this one, but who cares? And you can do that. There you go. See? Random, insert it. If you already know what the numbers are going to be, you already know what the it's going to be cube. You know you're going to have like 50 cubes, so you can always just basically, the Python, hardwire that in, or randomly pick one and have your, when it's randomly popping up, you're randomly controlling. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with this and not have to do a lot of learning. You have to do a fair amount of learning, but look at that. See if I did it again, even more. Get rid of those. Yeah. Run the script. Run it again. Run it again. Oh, million vertices. Okay, I think that's enough. Alright, thank you for letting me ramble on at you. I highly encourage Blender, and I highly encourage just doing, if all this fails, do this. Blender, YouTube. I always start with that, even though I know where I'm going, because you never know when something's going to pop up that's close that you just didn't pay attention to. But if all else fails, Tutor for You. Since it's Blender, he just walks you through the Blender, and everything you see here you will have on your screen. Have fun with the Robot Dog series. This one is a lot of fun. Yeah. And there's just a lot of other tutorials, so highly encourage it. I think the word is called autodidact, where you teach it yourself. So I challenge you, that's going to be my Dawn of the Geek for you, is I challenge you to download Blender 2.79b at blender.org and make something, follow a tutorial, and then post it, and post a link. Subscribe here and post a link. So there you go. Let's have some fun. Everybody have a great day, and I am out of here.